Welcome to episode 3 of Weekly Chat with a Lorelai. Now, yes, has it been like a couple weeks? Yes, I know. I've been filming a lot of these, but the audio has been so, crappy. And I basically am one of those people who likes the quality over the quantity of it, because if it is really great quality, then it's more likely for people to click on it way more. But anyway, that's just my thought on it. So in this video, we're going to be talking about more about the NFL. I'm not quite sure where we left off, what week we left off with, but we're just going to go and recap week 5, which is this week. And some of my predictions were right for this week, and others won't. So we're going to go into that, and let's just talk about that right now. Where's the NFL? Oh, here's the info. So, let's talk about what happened. So, in week 5, not every also team played too, which was very interesting because I don't think the Steelers played or whatever played. But anyway, let's go into week 5, what happened and who played. So, first off, on Thursday, you had the 49ers versus the Rams. This game had to go into overtime, and I chose the Rams for this one. I was wrong. The 49ers won 26-23 was the final score. Then on starting Sunday, you had Vikings versus Browns. I put Vikings, and I was right for this one. Vikings won 21-17. Following that, you had the Cowboys versus the versus the Jets, which honestly, I said Cowboys for this one because obviously I had to put the Cowboys, and I was right. Now, the Cowboys almost ended up losing this late streak, which was very scary to say the least. But anyway, the Cowboys got 37-22. I do have to say, at the end of the second quarter, that run, that was insane. And then, of course, I don't know, Jake Ferguson did really great this game as well, which I'm really happy for him. And then Dak also did good this time. Also, the Cowboys has got a couple sacks from the Jets, so that was really great. Anyway, then you had Giants versus Saints. Now, I really thought the Giants were going to win this game, or win this week, because it's the Giants going up against the Saints, who was losing this entire season. But the Giants gave the Saints their very first win of the season, 26-14. So Saints won that game. Then you have Raiders versus the Colts. Now, I put Colts for this one. Yes, they did lose in week 4, but I knew they would come back. Also, the Colts have been doing great this season as well. So basically, it was the Colts that won 40-6. Then you have the Dolphins versus the Panthers. I put Panthers for this one, and I was right for this one. The Panthers won 27-24. Broncos versus Eagles. Now, if you have not noticed or known, the Eagles have been dominating so far this season, and I put Eagles for this one because we're going up against it, because I thought this would be somewhat of an easy one for them to win. But it seems like the Broncos ended up winning 21-17. It was also funny seeing some of the reactions from the Eagles fans on this losing. That's very, very interesting. But anyway, it was very funny. But the Eagles did end up losing their very first game. Anyway, then you have the Texans versus the Ravens. I put Texans. I was right, 44-10. Titans versus Cardinals. I put Cardinals for this one because the Titans, again, they were losing. They were on a losing streak. And honestly, they won their very first game this season. The Titans won 20-21. So the Titans won 22-21. There we go. Okay, Buccaneers versus Seahawks. Now, up until last week, they were undefeated. And I actually put Seahawks for this one, but actually the Buccaneers won 38-35. And then you had the Lions versus the Bengals. I put Lions for this one, and I was right, 37-24. Then I put Commanders versus Chargers. Now, up until last week, the Chargers were having a winning season, and they ended up losing again. I put Chargers because I thought they would come back this year. Well, guess what? They ended up losing, and the Commanders won 27-10. And right now is halftime for the Patriots versus the Bills, and so far the Patriots are winning. I put Bills. So let's hope the Bills keep winning. Anyway, Now let's go on to week 6 games and predictions. Let me get my thing so I can write this down so I remember. Anyway, okay, so week 6. Okay, so first you have the Eagles versus the Giants. I'm going to go Eagles for this one because the Giants have not been doing so hot this season. Plus, they went up against the Saints and they lost against the Saints. So I'm going to go Eagles. Broncos versus Jets. Because, again, the Jets have still been on a losing streak this year, we're going to put Broncos. Oh, and by the way, the Eagles versus Giants game is on Thursday. And then Sunday is starting the with the Broncos versus the Jets. Then Seahawks versus Jaguars. Don't know where I got Chargers from Jaguars. But anyway, Seahawks versus, I don't know, this one? I'm going to put Seahawks. We're going to put Seahawks for that one. Chargers versus Dolphins, we're going to put Chargers. Okay, Rams versus Ravens. Ooh, I'm going to put Rams. We're going to see if the Rams win. Cardinals versus the Colts. Cowboys versus Panthers. And I always have to go Cowboys. And then Patriots versus the Saints. Patriots. Browns versus Steelers. I'm going to have to go Steelers. Titans versus Raiders. I'm going to go Titans for this one. I haven't put Titans so far this season, but we're going to put Titans there for the Raiders. 49ers versus Buccaneers. This one's tough because they both were somewhat undefeated. So, you know what? I'm going to go Buccaneers for this one. I think the Bucks are going to win. Bengals versus Packers. We're going to go Packers. It was also interesting throughout the entire game for the Cowboys and the Jets. They kept on talking about Micah Parsons, who also was traded to the Packers. Also, which is very interesting, is from what it seems like, Jerry Jones stepped down as general manager. If you don't know, when Jerry Jones bought the team, he basically decided to make himself a general manager. And he stepped down, sadly, because he does have cancer. But he's still the owner, but he sadly apparently has cancer. So now his son, which I don't know his son's name, but his son is actually now the general manager. So, anyway, thought that would be like a little sad thing to share. Anyway, okay, then you have the Lions versus Chiefs. I'm going to go Lions. Also, when I'm filming this on October 5th is Travis Kelce's birthday. So Taylor Swift's Beyonce's birthday is today. He's 36, I think so. Yeah, anyway. He doesn't play until tomorrow, though. So he didn't play today. Whatever. Okay, Bills versus Falcons. I'm going to put Bills. Okay, Bears versus Commanders, which is Monday night. Oh, and the Bills versus the Falcons are Monday night as well. I'm going to put Commanders because whatever. Anyway, that is my week 6 predictions. I know a little bit chaotic for what I was doing. Now, I really want to go into the standings to see what is happening with the standings. So, the American Football Conference, so the AFC East, so far you have the Bills on top. They have still not lost a game yet. So we'll see if they're going to lose today or not. Then you have the Patriots, who has won 2 games, lost a game. Then the Dolphins, who's won 1 and lost 4. Then you have the Jets, who have lost all 5 of their games. Okay, then you have the Steelers, who are actually on top of their division in the AFC North. 30, or not 30. Where do I keep getting 30 from? Anyway. 3-1. Then you have the Bengals 2-3. Ravens 4-1-4. Browns 1-4. Okay, then in the AFC South you have Colts at number 1, 4-1. Jaguars 3-1. Texans 2-3. Titans 1-4. AFC West on the very top is Chargers 3-2, Broncos 3-2, and then Chiefs, which is the second lowest in their division, 2-2, and then Raiders 1-4. Now let's go on to National Football Conference. So the AFC East, you have Eagles on top, 41, or not 41, 4-1, Chargers 3-1, Cowboys 2-2 and 1, which is also interesting. They show during the Cowboys game, they showed like kind of Dak Prescott's stats, and it was funny because in the winning section, and like they showed like the winning and the losses and whatever. It was funny because apparently that tie against the Packers last week was Dak's very first like tie. So very interesting, or like him playing in the NFL. And then Giants are at the bottom, 1-4. Then in the AFC North, you have the Lions on top, 4-1, Packers 2-1, and then also again the Packers tied, so 1. Vikings 3-2, then Bears 2-2. Then you have the AFC South, which has Buccaneers on top, 4-1, Falcons 2-2, Panthers 2-3, Saints 1-4. And then the AFC West, you have the 49ers on top, 4-1, Seahawks 3-2, Rams 3-2, and then Cardinals 2-3. So that is the standings. Very, very interesting. Okay, but also, I know that probably not if you cared, but I'm also a really big Swiftie. Not only am I a Cowboys fan and a football fan and a sports fan, but I also love Taylor Swift. And Taylor Swift released her new album, The Life of a Showgirl, and oh, I love it so much. It gives like every single song, like every song like gives like a different kind of album, which is really cool because like it has some beats as like some different albums. I really do like this. This one is definitely, I would say, really different than any other like one she has done, because every other one she's done like has felt somewhat of the same. This one feels completely different. Anyway, I love this one. Also, they did like a movie premiere for it, and I really loved it. So anyway, I was really excited about this one. This album is like not like my favorite, but it's definitely one of my favorites. She also definitely said like her singing is also teeny tiny different as well in this one, which again I don't mind about that. That doesn't really like care at all. But I thought it'd be fun to go through my ranking of the song. So on my YouTube main channel, I did a video where I basically predicted on which song from this album I was going to like or enjoy. So we're gonna go ahead and now see, because I have listened to it like so many times since Friday, we are going to go in and I'm going to tell you the songs and then I'm going to put them in order. So track 1 is Fate of Ophelia, then Elizabeth Taylor, which is also really cool about Elizabeth Taylor is that she apparently died the day I turned 2. So on my birthday, March 23rd, 2011, or 3. Yeah, when I turned 3, she died, which was, I mean, really sad. But anyway, it was really, that's just a really nice tidbit. And then Ophelia, or not Ophelia, Opalite. Why can I not say that right? Father figure, eldest daughter, ruin the friendship, accidentally romantic, wish list, wood, canceled, honey, and the life of a showgirl. Now I'm going to go into order. So at number 1, I have to go Ruin the Friendship. I really like this song. Yes, can I relate to it? No, I can't. I just really like the beat of it. And it also is about high school, which is an experience that I am going through now. And I really did like this one a lot. I also do like, so in the movie, if you went to go see like the release party in the movie theaters, you would know, or like you saw that she would, so basically what she did was at the beginning of her song, she said why she wrote it and what it means. And I really do, I like that because it's also one of the things where I listened to it before without like really catching the meaning. Also, I am with those things where it's like when I listen to something or like when I read a book, like I know the meaning of the book and I know the plot of the book, but what I mean is I don't know the deep meaning of it because I care and I don't care. Like, I'm not one of those people who are going to go and sit there and analyze every single line, analyze every single thing to a story. Some of them, I know which story she's trying to convey at, and others, I don't. And honestly, I don't care. I just enjoy the song. But it was really cool to, like, hear what these things were, like, really about. Because really, through thinking, I thought Ruin the Friendship in the beginning was basically around she was friends with this guy. Or, like, she was friends with, like, one of her friends was dating someone that she liked and wanted to, like, kiss him, but didn't end up doing it. Anyway, that's what I thought Ruin the Friendship was, but it actually was about high school and how she didn't want, or how like you don't want to ruin the friendship by telling this guy that you like him. Anyway, so number 1 for me is ruin the friendship. Then opalite. I love opalite. It definitely does convey a lot to me. It's also cool because it is one of those things to where opalite, that gem, is a man-made stone, and you have to like man-made or like find your own happiness and make your own happiness, which I really did like about that. I also love the you were dancing through the lightning strike, that lyric. I love that one so much. It definitely does remind me of like kind of like my path and stuff. And basically going through hard times, but hopefully like you have to go through like speed bumps to get to a fun and happy place. But anyway, opalite. Then I don't know. Then it's like different because then I'll go with Fatal Ophelia. I love this one. I love the music video. I think the music video is really cool. I also like seeing it in the movie. Again, you get to see the behind the scenes of how they created the opalite, or not the opalite, the Fatal Ophelia one. It's again really cool and I love it super duper much. And then I'm gonna probably go with Eldest Daughter. This one's Eldest Daughter, which definitely does say I can relate to a lot. Not the perfectionist part of being like an eldest daughter, but because it is again the eldest daughter, I really do also love the thing where the eldest daughter was the first lamb to the slaughter. Again, I love that lyric, that line so much. Anyway, but Eldest Daughter would definitely have to be my 4th favorite. Then Elizabeth Taylor. I really loved it, and I love the I Cry My Eyes Violet, Elizabeth Taylor. I love how it goes to kind of like a hard hitting beat as well. I love that. So Elizabeth Taylor. And then what else? Then maybe A Life of a Showgirl. I like that one a lot. Then Accidentally Romantic, then Wish List, then Honey, because it's basically something to where it's like, it was like kind of like an insult to where like, you know, when people call you honey, it's like supposed to be like an insult kind of thing, to where like when my mom calls me sweetheart, it's something to where I don't like, or like, oh, you're so funny, or whatever, I don't know. Because also like when she says it's at weird random times, I'm like, why are you calling me funny? Why are you calling me cute? Or like cute, that is what I hate the most. I hate when people say you're cute. Like, I don't know why, because I just cringe, okay? And it made kind of sense. Like, I knew why, but, like, when she started saying that, I was like, okay, that makes sense. And then, did I say that I'd probably go Wood? Actually, no, Canceled, then Wood. Wood is in one of, like, my favorites of this album. I still really do like this album. I do enjoy this album a lot. I basically, when it dropped at 10 p.m., I basically listened to the entire thing, and then it was cool because then it was, like, Friday. And then I went to school, I drove myself, I listened to the entire album driving, and then in history class, which is my last class of the day, she had it on. My history teacher loves Taylor Swift, and she basically had played the album, and I loved it so much. Anyway, I'm definitely a Swiftie. Now because the albums are updated, let's go in and talk about, let's do my updated, like, favorite albums, like updated ranking the albums. So she has 12 albums now, and let's go. So first off, we have to go Reputation. I love Reputation so much. I would say my favorite song in Reputation would definitely be either King of My Heart or Dance With Your Hands Tied. I love Reputation so much. Then Lover. That one definitely, my favorite song in that one is London Boy. I love London Boy. I want to find a London Boy. Then Torture Poets Department. Then Torture Poets Department is Who's Afraid of Little Old Me. This one has a lot of it. Like Who's Afraid of Little Old Me, I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, Down Bad, and that's pretty much like it for like my favorite ones in that album. And then let's go Life of a Showgirl at number 4. That one would definitely say again my favorite is Ruin the Friendship, and then Opalite. And then let's think. Evermore. I love Evermore so much. My favorite from Evermore is August, because my favorite book ever, like my favorite book of all time, is If He Had Been With Me. And Laura and Alan, anyone in Hollywood, if you were thinking about adapting that book into a movie, I will definitely gladly play your Autumn. Okay, anyway, I love that book, and just August, and that entire album just feels like that book. And it was like just for that book. Also, like, if you did ever have to do that, you have to get August. You have to see if you can do the rights for August or Cardigan, especially like August and Cardigan, and like When Infinity Dies. Like, oh my gosh, like, please, someone let me be on the creative team for this, and someone just please let me be, or just like let me be part of it, because I think it would be so fun. Anyway, I can't remember which one I left off on, so let me go on to the count. So, reps number 1, Lover, Torch Postmark. So I think I'm going to actually flip The Life of a Showgirl and Evermore. So Evermore is my 4th, and then Life of a Showgirl, no wait, is my 3rd, what? Evermore is, no wait, yeah, Evermore is my 4th, and then Life of a Showgirl is my 5th. My 6th would definitely be 1989. Then Fearless. Then Folklore. Speak Now. Red. Taylor Swift. Midnights, I think, is my album. I think that's how I'll rank my Taylor Swift albums. But anyway, I love Taylor Swift. I'm such a big Swiftie. And it was sad because when she did the tour the first time around, I was really hoping my dad would surprise me with Taylor Swift concert tickets, but apparently he did not know that I love Taylor Swift, which I really thought I should think I love Taylor Swift. I don't know, but apparently he had no idea I love Taylor Swift. I was also sad because last year David Kushner came, and I love David Kushner. I love David Kushner so much, and I couldn't go to his concert. And then Sabrina Carpenter came, and I couldn't go to her concert. And then, of course, it was sad because my dad was going to bring my sister only. He knew I loved Sabrina Carpenter. Like, I loved Sabrina Carpenter before my sister liked Sabrina Carpenter. I loved Taylor Swift before my sister loved Taylor Swift. So, how dare she? Anyway, but that's basically my music taste for ya. And now let's go into reading updates. Now, I have no idea what book I was on. I think I was on The Girl I Was. I ended up finishing that, and then I also ended up reading and finishing The Housemaid by Freida McFadden. Freida McFadden, I think, is becoming to be one of my new favorite thriller authors. I love her writing so much. It's so fast-paced. And definitely very interesting what I see. I also do like how her characters are always people who are like kind of like criminals. Like, both of the people that they follow are criminals, or they did something, like, I don't know how to describe it. But anyway, I do like Freida McFadden. Like I said, I read The Housemaid. I really need the second book in that series. I think it's, I know, The Housemaid's Secrets or something like that. The Housemaid's Secret, I can't remember. But I absolutely need that book. And I just cannot wait to read. Like, I want that book so much. Like, I think it's called Housemaid series by Freida McFadden. And then a movie about the housemaid is coming out in December. I cannot wait to go because I have my license. I think I'm gonna go take my go and have my dad come with me. I'm gonna go to and probably watch that in the theaters. I really want to watch it. I cannot wait to watch that. I love the. Anyway, but again, I need the second one in that. I think it's The Housemaid's Secrets, then The Housemaid is Watching, and then, of course, then there's a short story that's The Housemaid's Wedding. And then I want to read way more of hers. On my Kindle, I also kind of have The Ward D by her. So anyway, I love her writing so much. She's such an amazing author. I just, love this. I loved Freida McFadden books. All of the books I've read by her have been, like, whatever. I've also, like, when I've been able to read them pretty much in a day, like, I pretty much will be able to read it in one sitting and cannot put it down. The Housemaid, again, it did take me, like, a week to read it, but that's because of school and stuff. If I didn't have school, then it probably would have finished that book in one day. But I love The Housemaid so much. And then last time I probably talked to you, I was reading The Girl I Was by Genevieve Rose. That one took me a little longer to finish. I still ended up enjoying it. I love Genevieve Rose's books. I do have to say, it is not one of her normal books, so don't go into it thinking that it is. I think it's like a literary fiction. Go into a thing like that. I did like it and enjoy it a lot. I do have to say, though, if I did end up visiting my younger self, she would definitely not listen to me or believe me in anything that I'm saying at all. Like, it would definitely be, there would be no believing in me or saying, just like, there would be no, she would be yelling and screaming at me, okay, if I met my younger self. But again, I really did enjoy it. And also I do have to say, Alexis definitely is a little teeny tiny bit annoying. But anyway, because she also does like, anyway. I did end up enjoying that book. I definitely recommend it. And then now I'm currently reading Dating After the End of the World by Genevieve Rose. And I will say, again, not like any of her other books, it is like, I think, a sci-fi romance or something like that, or dystopian romance. I'm actually enjoying it a lot. I'm eating it up. It is definitely really, like, again, the concept is really cool, and it so far right now has been executed so well, and I will definitely be reading more of that one. I love that book. I've been, like, loving that book so far. But that is it for the reading. I do have to say I'm still somewhat of a reading slump and not, but like, anyway, on my reading goal though, I think I'm like 6 books behind, which, I mean, again, that's okay. But it's officially October, which means we have 3 more months left, and to finish that. So we'll see if I can get up to 50 books. If I don't, I don't, and if I do, I do. We'll have to see on that one, but that's, my reading update. I also do have to go onto like social media and stuff. First off, there are these people, there's these mothers that are basically going, here's what I'm handing out for Halloween this year instead of candy. First off, what happened to candy? Like, that is the entire, or like there's these people going like, this is what I'm handing out instead of candy this year. Like, really, like, why? What's so wrong with candy? Fine, yeah, your kids get a sugar high or eat unhealthy for a day. Let them be kids. Let them have fun. Like, stop giving out little ghost squishies that the parents are only gonna like, or craft kits that the parents are only gonna like. Like, think of the children and not yourself, please. Let's start thinking of kids and not yourselves for once, because this is really, like, ridiculous. I mean, whatever. But again, there's these people who are going like, oh my gosh, I'm giving out these like little teeny tiny ghost collectibles instead of candy. And everyone's going, this is going to be a choking hazard for younger kids. And really, really, like, why no candy? Like, just seriously, I'm sorry that your kids want candy and have a sugar high. And yes, it's going to be in the house. They're going to eat it. Oh my gosh, they're going to eat it. There's a problem. Also, I do have to say though, like, what my dad does is he'll buy like trading cards. I think he'll buy like not NFL. If he'd had NFL, especially like if anyone knows that there's NFL like Halloween trading cards, please let me know, because I would love to get them so I can see if I can get a Cowboys. But anyway, my dad will either get out. So we will have candy. We'll still hand out candy, but with that, if they wanted, they can get a Pokemon trading cards pack, or what is it called? Basketball trading card packs. And again, really, really cool. Again, you still get the candy, but you also get that little fun thing. Also, because it's also what they're going to enjoy. It's not what the parent or the mom is going to enjoy. It's what they're going to enjoy. Also, I'm really sorry for this. So, since driving, so if you hear these people in the area like, oh my gosh, like, I don't want to pump my gas, like, pumping my gas is so difficult and so hard, like, I cannot do it. I'm 16 years old, and I can do it. Like, it's not that difficult. It's not that difficult. It is seriously not that difficult. Like, I was at the gas pump a couple weeks ago, filling up my dad's gas, because I'm driving his car. And anyway, it was like this, like, boy, or like this, anyway, there was this man that came, and he basically, he was like kind of like surprised and kind of happy that he saw someone that was actually doing, like, a girl doing her own gas instead of having their dad or their husband do it for her. Like, it's instead of her dad doing it for her or her husband doing it for her, it's what she can do it herself. And again, he was really excited about that because it was, oh my god, look, this person is actually, look, there's a woman that's actually competent enough to do things herself. Because it's also one of those things, you really think about it, I don't need a man. I know I don't need a man, girls. I know that. But also, the fact that I'm shamed because I do want a guy and I want to be loved by a guy, I think is also getting a problem in this society. Also, I know I don't need a guy. But, if I want one, I should not be shamed for wanting one. But anyway, that was not even what I was saying. But I also saw this person going, oh my gosh, aren't you all proud of me? I went to the car wash all by myself with no man. You went to a school. Oh my gosh, you're so cool. You're so powerful. You went to a car wash by yourself. Also, I saw this thing where it was a haunted car wash, and it looked really, really cool. It's like like, you know how you go through those like haunted houses, which I really want to do one day, but it was like a haunted car wash, and I thought that would be like really, really cool. Like, I really want to do that. I want to see if there's like one near me that I can do that for. But anyway, also I posted this video of me getting the, what is it called? Me getting the album for Taylor Swift, like CD. And it is my very first video on Instagram that has hit, or like reel, that has hit 1,000 views. It has hit 1,797 views. 120 likes. And that's like, it was just like, it's just crazy because like all day today I've been seeing it go up and up and up. Every time I open the app I see like, oh, someone liked your thing, and I was like, okay. And anyway, but there's that. Also, I was really annoyed because I was going through my mom's photos and I saw that she and my dad apparently met Cody Rhodes without me. I'm really mad about that. I'm really sad about that. Like, how dare they meet Cody Rhodes without me? But anyway, that's going to be it for today's video or episode. I hope you guys enjoy.